What's up guys, Winter Kills here, welcome back to a brand new test hand video. Here we're doing one for Photon Galaxies, obviously with new support. This is literally my 100% most update today build, obviously. I took this build to a locals the other week, did very well with it, did a live tournament report on stream. If you want to check that out, you can probably find it in the VODs on my Twitch page, but yeah. And I plan to take it again tomorrow to locals, but yeah, we're going to do a test hand video today because I haven't done one of these in a while for Photons. And like I said, and as per usual, I should say, this mat here, Imperium Duelist's latest release for playmats. This is their Millennium playmat on their exclusive King's Robe material. One of the nicest mats I've ever used. I say it all the time, but it never fails to impress with me how nice it is. And I do want to mention here that these sleeves, because you can't really see them too well with the lighting that I have on these cards, especially since it's secret rare, but these are their latest effect sleeves. These are called Sandstorm. They also have a new set out as well called Galaxy, which I'm actually letting my brother use on his Fluffle deck, but I'll be doing a profile for that soon. And these are the parallel sleeves. So if you want to pick up anything you see here or want to check out Imperium Duelist, you can do that by checking out the links in the description. Use that code at the bottom of the screen to save 10% off your next purchase. Helps support me and saves you guys a little money in the process, which is of course a win-win. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started with this test hand video. I believe this is like a 41 card build right now. I think the only hand traps I'm playing are Effect Valor, because I think that's the only hand trap I would play. Ogre could be another hand trap I'd play. The only reason I wanted to play Valor or Ogre, not only are they cheaper, but they're also light monsters, so they have good synergy with cards like Galaxy Soldier. Mainly that being the only synergy they really have, but that's one of the main reasons why I'm playing them. Because like if I do draw them in my opening hand, they don't just have to sit there dead. They can act as sort of like, engine requirements, or just fuel, if you will. For the cards that I want to play. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Our first hand here, we have Trance, Galaxy Eyes, Brave, another copy of Trance, and Orbital. This hand's pretty good, actually. I must say, these sleeves do look really nice in black. They work really well with these the Photon Galaxy cards, I must say. It's a very subtle effect, but I do like it a lot. So the first thing I want to do here is actually use Brave, and I'm going to reveal Galaxy Eyes. We could reveal Orbital and make him a level 4, but I feel like with the hand that we have currently, we don't really have access to Vanisher or Thrasher, so I want to make him an 8. I want to reveal the Galaxy Eyes and make him an 8. I think that would be the best thing to do. And it's also, again, this is why Brave is such a good card. Because he's one of those cards that, with the right circumstance, obviously you need a Photon card, but he gets himself on the board to use cards like Orbital. Now we're going to go ahead and search a Photon or a Galaxy. Now, since we don't have a card like Soldier in our hand, in our opening hand, I should say, I want to grab him now. Usually I would grab a thing like, I would grab Vanisher here, which, to be honest, we totally could grab Vanisher. Because there's a bit of a different play we could do with Vanisher, and that would be to make him a level 4, like reveal Orbital, make him a 4, grab Vanisher off that summon Vanisher, add another copy of Galaxy Eyes. Galaxy Eyes, or Brave and Orbital or Vanisher could go into Blast Dragon. Blast Dragon, summon out a Galaxy Eyes. Link those two away for Soul Flare, add back Orbital, or what have you, or Blast Dragon, and then we could trance out, the Galaxy Eyes and something else for a rank 8 play with Soul Flare. But this is just a little bit of a different play. So we'll just ditch this, and we'll search our usual Galaxy Knight, just like that. This play actually might end a little better if we don't add back anything off of the Soul Flare Dragon, which might seem a little unorthodox, but sometimes with your hand that you have, sometimes adding things back isn't actually the move. So what I want to do first is go Knight, revive this, go like that, and put that there. Now I want to go Trance, because if we want to be able to protect from hand traps as much as possible, obviously our Knight's a little vulnerable, but we'll Trance, we'll target this, and I'm actually only playing one copy of Galaxy Wizard in this latest build. I've actually, The build that made day 2 at YCS London didn't play Wizard at all and played Cleric, but in my personal opinion, I find Wizard to be a little better in most cases, just because he's a little more versatile as far as, you know, searching and things go. So that's what we end our field on. We obviously get a searcher in their draw phase. Obviously, you can use any point in their turn, but I like to go draw phase because it gives them as little chances as possible to have any sort of interaction with the number 90, and yeah, it just kind of springs it upon them. But that gets this all ready to go. And we still have a trance in hand to follow up for next turn, so if we do happen to discard this, we do have a Galaxy Trance ready to go to bring that back out and go into another rank 8 play, regardless of what happens, really. So yeah, that's it for that test hand, ending in a rank 4, rank 8. Only thing that would be better is if we could have added this back and had some other level 4 engrave, level 4 photon to be able to go into Blast Dragon. Add this back and you know, just pop off that way. We could have actually added Soldier back off of the Soul Flare. Either way, it doesn't. I don't know why I thought we couldn't add anything back, but we just could add back Soldier. My apologies if I confused anybody. But I wanted to say is like we couldn't add back Orbital or Galaxy Eyes because we need them engraved. So let's go ahead and shuffle up and do another hand. Alright, we're all shuffled up. Let's go ahead and do another test hand. Let's see what we draw into. Knight, Brave, Galaxy Eyes, and another copy of Galaxy Eyes, and a copy of Wizard. So we open up that one of. This hand looks pretty bad, and I'd say you're probably right to say that it isn't the greatest, but it's still very much playable. Obviously, with anything. So the first thing I want to do is summon Brave, reveal Galaxy Eyes. We'll put Brave right there, and the next thing we could do is either normal Knight and make a rank 8, pass, or we can normal this, grab Expedition out off of this, a Soldier, search Soldier, and go from there. Or we could, yeah, see, there's not a whole lot we can do here. I don't want to just do the Knight play. I want to use Wizard here. And again, like if this is a Galaxy Cleric, our hand is like really unplayable, so that's why I like having Wizard as an option over a card like Cleric. I get Cleric has some implication. I get that. I just personally don't think it's the way to go. So we could grab Expedition, or I could just grab Soldier here. Which, I don't think it really matters either way. So I'll just grab Soldier, we'll summon Soldier, pitch this, add another copy of Soldier. Just like that. We can't use our normal summon on Knight. Obviously, we could have tried to, and just ended with just a simple rank 8 play, but like I said, I wanted to kind of go a little more into this. We'll special summon this, tribute this away. I was just trying to think if there's possibly a way to end on number 90 as well, or Soul Flare and Infinity, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that, so it'd probably just be better off discarding this and just making an Infinity and passing. That's really about it. Yeah, so we revealed, summoned, and the thing is, we had no other way. I guess what we could have done is we could have started our turn with Wizard, tributed him away for Soldier, Soldier pitch one of the Galaxy Eyes, and then we can summon Brave, revealing the other Galaxy Eyes in hand, and using his effect to target the one Galaxy Eyes engraved, so he's over 2k. Then we can use, actually, yeah, let's go back and do that. I kind of want to go back. See, sometimes I miss these small little things here. So let's do that first. Let's normal this, and I'll just leave these cards on the top of the deck, because it doesn't really matter. Grab this, summon, discard, search another copy of himself. Now use his effect reveal, target him, copy his effect, and now what we can do is link these two away for a copy of Soul Flare, add back the other one, pitch, discard, and then summon, discard. And this way we actually end with Soul Flare Infinity, which isn't that much better, but it's a little bit extra stuff on board. So I guess if I just switch things around a little bit, it does get a little better. There's very small things you can do with this deck. Very small little subtle changes you can make to your plays that'll actually open things up. It's all about ordering with this deck, in my opinion. It's all about ordering and how you use certain cards at certain times. Obviously, a lot of decks like that, but I feel like this deck has that, you know, sort of thing to always pay attention to, is like when you're using certain effects, when you can get the most value out of them. Just the simple fact that we got that, what's it called, on field a little earlier, I think helped out a lot. And the fact that we could copy his attack also helps a little bit. The only reason I wanted to get him over 2,000 attacks is we could obviously try special summoning the Galaxy Eyes from hand by tributing them. I don't even know if I needed to do the way I had to. I probably could have done it the first way had I just, again, ordered things a little differently. But either way, let's go ahead and just jump into the next hand. Alright, all shuffled here. Let's go ahead and draw into another hand. And like, this deck is one of those decks that I really enjoy doing test hands with. Simply because it's a going first deck. I enjoy doing test hands more with going first decks because it's just like you don't have to worry about like does a going second deck. It's super hard to do going second test hands. They're always a little frustrating. It's because like do they have a hand trap? Do they have this, that, and the other thing? It's just going first with this deck a lot of times. It's just a lot of fun to combo through hands and stuff. So we did open up Brave and Orbital, which is super awesome. We'll summon like this is like Brave has become like the centerpiece of this entire video. It's kind of interesting actually, because this card I took this deck to locals the other week and didn't draw Brave a single time. The only time I summoned him was off a trance, and now that we're doing a test hand video, we're like seeing him all the time. So we'll go ahead and equip Brave with Orbital from hand, and then we'll use this effect to grab. I always love to grab Vanisher off of Orbital if I have a Soldier in hand or a way to get to Soldier. Then we'll summon him and grab arguably the most important card in the entire deck, which is Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. And from here, I would probably like to link up, because here we can end in a pretty good field, I'd say, probably a number 90. Number 90, Soul Flare, and maybe a rank 4 as well. Now, a ruling that, it's not really a big ruling, it's just something like, it's always worked on YGO Pro, so when I figured out IRL it doesn't really work, is like, you can't summon Vanisher off of Trance the same turn that you summon him, so we just summon him with his own effect, but he says he can only be summoned once a turn, which is a stupid restriction that I don't know why they would bother putting on him, but they just did. So we have to summon Orbital out of grave, which isn't that big of a deal. Again, it's just a weird restriction that they just randomly decided to put on the Vanisher, but it is what it is. That's why I can't wait till we have Vanisher. Or not Vanisher, but Advancer. He won't replace Vanisher, but Advancer is just I think it's just a better Thrasher in most cases. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't done much testing with Advancer. But we're going to add back a card, and I want to add back a copy of Vanisher. I want to leave the Orbital in grave, and then we'll summon the Soldier by discarding the Galaxy Eyes, putting him into grave. We'll get our search of a Galaxy monster off of Soldier. I'm going to add the Knight, and we'll normal Knight in a second. Normal Knight, bring this back. Probably should put this over here so I can actually, make the other monster I want to make. Summon number 90. If we were technically going second, we could make 2 rank 8s here. We could make like a full armor dragon, detach the Galaxy Eyes, and then trance it back out with a card like Brave or another Knight from deck. That's something else we could do, but instead I'm just going to trance out the Orbital and go ahead and grab the only other target left in deck, which I actually opened. So that is fantastic. So we're not actually able to do that. And again, this is a one of. It's a literal one of. There's no other Galaxy Wizard in my deck right now, which is actually just kind of absurd. So I think for like the sake of oh man, it's this, like, we could do this. We could like, and this is why I like playing Cypher Dragon again. Like, just for the sake of the video, I guess I'll do this just so with like the board's a little better. We'll summon Cypher Dragon, and then we'll overlay over top of them regular Cypher Dragon detach Galaxy Eyes, pop this, because we do have to pop something, and then we can trance out the Galaxy Eyes like this, and trance out a copy of Brave. I typically like to leave Knight in deck. Where is Brave? Where the heck is he? There he is. He's hiding. And then we can just go into a number 90 from here. Just more stuff that our opponent has to deal with, I guess, at the end of the day. Ideally, we would detach Cypher Dragon, because we get the effect with Cypher Blade. Because when this dies, you can summon one of these out of grave. I don't know if that would happen if this whole thing would die, and then he would get to summon out still, or if he'd have to be in grave already. Not entirely sure. But yeah, that's what we end on. We have a live Soul Flare, double rank 8. It's not the most ideal rank 8 in the world, but it's better than nothing. And it's just unlucky we opened up that one of Wizard, which, again, if it's the one of Cleric, it doesn't really matter. And I don't really want to play 2 Wizard again. I was playing 2 Wizard, but, like, I just like playing him at 1 now, because he's that one card that comes up and, you know, comes in handy when you just want to search it off of a card like number 90 to grab something next turn. Like, he's not the greatest card, in my opinion. Like, he's very situational when you want to use that normal summon and distribute to search something, or you need a level 8 on the board that isn't Knight or something. Like, I don't know, because I feel like Wizard has been power creep to the point where he's just not needed all the time. Like, people playing a Cell Light just for Wizard, I think, is kind of pointless, because then you're just like defeating the purpose of Galaxy Knight in most cases. But that's just me. We're shuffled up here. Let's go ahead and just draw into another one real quick. Let's see. That is 1 card too many. I would have liked to use that that Pot of Desires, but we did open up a draw card, so that's kind of cool. And we do have to use our normal summon here on Orbital, which isn't too big a deal. And then we'll special the Vanisher, and we'll search Galaxy Eyes, and then we're probably gonna trade him in after we search off of this Orbital. We'll get him out of the picture, and I'm just gonna go ahead and grab any Photon or Galaxy monster, and I think I want to just grab a copy of Soldier, just for now. Because if we do draw into any light monsters, we have a decent play. Even though we did use our normal summon, it's just what it is. We'll trade in here, draw into 2. We drew into a Brave and a Sanctuary. That's not too bad, not too bad at all. But again, this is the little bit of weirdness going on, where we have to worry about the fact that we use our normal summon already, but we can still end on a really, really good field. It's just going to be a little subpar. We can easily end on a rank 4 and a rank 8 with Soul Flare, though, simply by going Sanctuary, summoning 2 tokens, which I don't have my tokens that are somewhere over there, but 2 tokens into Soul Flare, and then we can actually add back something. Or we technically don't have to. We actually don't have to add back anything, because what we could do is we could zero out the Orbital. We could zero out Orbital, or we could just add him back, summon Soldier, and Soldier could search us another copy of Galaxy Eyes, which would allow us to summon Brave, and then we wouldn't even need to use Trance, because we could just Galaxy Zero back the other thing, because we don't really need to use Trance here. So actually what I'm going to do is just add this, because if I want to go for the rank 4 play, it's always the best to have Orbital equipped to your Blast Dragon, because it makes him too unaffected or can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. But I think in the most cases, it really doesn't matter which we add back, so I'm just going to... actually, no. We have to add back Galaxy Eyes, my bad. We'll add back Galaxy Eyes. We'll Brave, we'll put him there, we'll reveal, and then we'll special summon this over here, discard, and then we'll search a copy of, let's see, search any Galaxy monster. I'll just add a copy of Knight for next turn. Yeah. We actually still need to Trance. I don't know why I thought we didn't. We just zero this, back, make this. We could, no, this is like just a weird field. I don't know. It's just one of those weird, feels weird man fields. Fields. Let's leave that there. Not use this. And let's just trans this out. And then grab the wizard. I swear I know what I'm doing. I swear I know what I'm doing. I promise. Then we'll do this. Put that there. Summon this boy. And then we can zero out this for this. That like that. And that's pretty much that. We end with a lot of monsters. It's too bad we can't really do a whole lot with these extras. There's no Link 4 Light we can go into at the moment. It's not a Photon and Galaxy monster either because we did use Trance. I probably could have played that one a little better, I don't know, but we still end with the number 90. Flash Dragon, Soul Flare 2, which is obviously really good. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle up here, and let's go ahead and draw into another hand. Alright, everything's shuffled up. Let's go ahead and draw into another hand. Orbital Knight, 0, Wizard, and Called by the Grape. I don't know why I keep drawing into these one-ofs. Literal one-of, literal one-of. It's just weird. I don't know. It's just very weird. Unlucky is what it is, I would say. So I want to start my normal summon with Wizard because I'd rather not. We can't normal summon Knight. And if we don't normal summon Knight, we're not going to normal summon Orbital, so we might as well just do this. We'll equip Orbital. Orbital will get us a search. And I like to grab Vanisher. Because that will get another body on board. That will get Galaxy Eyes to our hand. And now we can use Wizard's effect, and I'll tribute him away for a copy of Galaxy Soldier. Yeah, I think this is what I want to do for the most case. So now we'll pitch, or summon Soldier, pitching Galaxy Eyes. We'll get another search here. I'm going to add another copy of Galaxy Soldier. Because at this point, what we can do is link these two away for Soul Flare, add back a card like Orbital or Galaxy Eyes. I'd probably add back Galaxy Eyes so we can use Soul Flare, and then we'll summon this out by ditching the Knight, and then we'll have Soul Flare Infinity, which isn't too bad. So yeah, we searched, everything's good. Now we'll link these two away for Soul Flare. And it's nice that we have the 0 in hand because it'll save us from having to add back another Soldier and then having to worry about having another light monster in hand. So I'll add back the Galaxy Eyes, and then we will Galaxy 0 out this, summon this by discarding the Galaxy Knight, making a rank 5, which is going to be, of course, Cyber Dragon Infinity. And then we end with a Called By, a Cyber Dragon Infinity, and a Soul Flare Dragon with a Galaxy Eyes in hand. So we only need to discard that one card to use his destruction effect. And next one we're drawing into Soul Charge, which isn't too bad. A lot of times with this deck, I find that there's pretty much always, depending on how bad your hand is, there's like usually always a decent play that can be made. Whether you're just ending on with Soul Flare with a disruption, or you're ending on a rank 5, which is usually Infinity. It's pretty much always going to be Infinity, or a rank 8. A lot of really good rank 8s in the extra deck to play around with. And I'm also playing Boral Sword in the extra deck now as well, because like turn 3, it's pretty easy to go into if your opponent can't crack one of your decent fields. And you can just kind of OTK them. I was playing Boral Load, but I think I'd rather play Boral Sword at this point, just to like finish games faster. So I shuffled real quick. And let's draw into another hand here. This hand I actually do really like. First time drawing into Rhoda. So we get to use this card. Alright, so first things first, we're going to get started with Rhoda. And I'm going to add... I want to add Vanisher here. I wish we kind of opened Thrasher. This is one of those times where it's like having one without the other. It's not really completely... easy to tell what is going to be better. In this case, I'm going to grab Thrasher, because if we don't draw good off the Desires, we at least have a play to make which would be Special Thrasher, Normal Knight, link them away, and just go from there. Just add something back, just try to make some sort of play. Alright, let's go ahead and play Desires now. We'll banish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, put that back. Almost grabbed 12 exactly. And that's what we banished. 2 Brave, 2 Orbital, a Soldier, Monster-Born Expedition, Thrasher, and a Trade-In and a Valor. Not too bad at all. One of the better Desires. And we drew into a Vanisher. Would you look at that? This hand is actually just busted now. This hand is literally actually insane. So that's why I love Desires. You know, you gotta have the draw power. You gotta get to those combo pieces. So, and we really didn't banish too much either. We have another Soldier in deck because we only banished 1. So, got pretty lucky there. We'll add a copy of Galaxy Eyes. Now with a hand like this, we can very easily end Soul Flare, number 90, Infinity. We probably could make it a little different. We probably could end. There's tons of ways this play could go, but since we've ended with like a rank 8 and a rank 4 already, I think I just want to go for the Infinity Soul Flare number 90 play, which would just involve us linking these 2 away, adding back a Vanisher because I wouldn't want to add back Thrasher, and then we'll summon this, pitch this, add another copy of it, summon it, pitch the other one, Normal Knight, bring back the other thing, and then we make Infinity number 90 with Soul Flare. The other way we could go about doing it, if we wanted to keep a rank 4 with a rank 8, we'd have to summon this, ditch that, grab another one, summon it, ditch it, use the two soldiers to go into Soul Flare, add back a Soldier or a Galaxy Eyes, Normal Knight, and bring back the other Galaxy Eyes, make a rank 4 and a rank 8 with Soul Flare. That's how we do that. And yeah, I think that'd probably be it. But like I said, I want to just go about the route of ending with Infinity and number 90 and Soul Flare. So I'll just add back the Vanisher because I don't want Thrasher in my hand because he'll just be dead. And then we'll summon this, pitch, search another copy of himself, which luckily we still have in deck. Summon, pitch, no search there, of course. Now this is like, I just wish I hope we will get a rank 5 Galaxy or Photon monster. So Trance just can be used in junction with these guys because we don't have to worry about just going to Infinity, and it'd be nice to not have those 2 spots taken up. Like maybe we just get a cool rank 5 or something. That'd be really awesome. I will go into Infinity first though here because I don't want our Knight to get stopped. Knight will come out, bring this back, boom, and boom. And if we had like another Link monster to work with that kind of fit the scheme of the deck, that'd be kind of nice too. Because like we could Trance here still, but again, this is on the board. Like if we had a rank 5 Photon or Galaxy monster, that'd be super cool. That's like my only hope for the future is that we get a rank 5 Galaxy monster. Just so like these 2 cards can be used to go into literally anything other than Infinity. That's Photon or Galaxy related. That'd be super cool. But yeah, easily fixing our hand there. We end with 2 cards left in hand, and then we get a Surge, of course, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon during their draw phase or whenever you so choose to use that number 90 Surge. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle and do one more test hand here, and that's gonna do it for the video. I'm gonna pile shuffle though, so we can end hopefully on something decent. Pretty much majority of these hands though have ended pretty well. We've had some weird hands opening up some one-ofs, which is just again lady luck, not really on our side, but ending so on some really decent fields. That's why I really like this deck. This format is very strong, very good going first, very resilient, can bounce back pretty easily if you play your cards right, literally and metaphorically. And a great side deck gives you a really awesome matchup against a lot of the top decks, in my opinion. Thunder Dragon, Sky Striker, like all those decks, you can have a really good matchup if you side well and just play well, obviously. The deck definitely has a lot of potential. So our opening hand is not this, because that was a card. That would be the 6th card we draw into. So again, we open up Galaxies here, but we have Trade-In, Expedition, Zero, Thrasher, and Orbital. So let's go ahead and start this. I'm pretty sure most of you know how this is going to get started. We're going to summon Thrasher. I'm going to put him there, and then we'll equip him with Orbital, and I'm going to go grab the Vanisher. Vanisher equip, or not equip, Vanisher summon, I should say, and then we'll add the Galaxy Eyes, just like that. Now, with this hand, I already see a very easy rank 8 with number 9, or rank 8, or number 90, or just any rank 8, whatever rank 8 you want to go into, with Soul Flare. And we get to draw 2 cards out of it, because we can use 0 to bring this back, and the next position to do that, and this, that, and the other thing. Although, if we didn't have the straight in our hand, we had something else to work with, I might just go like these 2 into Blast, summon this out, link them away, get an easy an easy Soul Flare on the board, and then, you know, using this, bring it back, expedition it, so on and so forth. But I just want to do it this way instead. So we'll trade in, and we'll draw, and we will draw. Ooh, we draw into a soldier. That's not too bad, actually. So right now, what I want to do is link these 2 away, go right into Soul Flare, and add back Galaxy Eyes, so we have now some good fodder for this soldier. Because now we can easily end with Infinity number 90 Soul Flare. Very, very, very easy, because this grabs this Knight, and then we expedition the soldier for another one, and then we normal Knight, bring this back, easy clap. But first, let's go ahead and actually first let's summon this, grab our Knight out of the deck so we don't banish it. I am playing 3 Knight, but obviously the less you run the risk of banishing all your good cards, the better. So right now, as it stands, what I should do is expedition out the other soldier, just like that, make Infinity, and then we'll go for the desires. So we want that to go through normal, bring this back, boom, just like that. I love this deck, just really easy fields to make. We still have the 0 in hand, which is incredible, and then we'll desires. Arguably we don't need to, but we're gonna do it anyways. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drawn to 2 Valor and a Galaxy Eyes, which is really good. Any extra negation helps. We banished another Desires, is good. We banished a Galaxy Eyes, another Vanisher, Valor, Thrasher. Not too bad, actually. It's pretty good Desires if you ask me, especially when it nets these cards to hand. Because now we can use this to not search Galaxy Eyes, since we drew into it off of the Desires. So that gives us literally a search of literally anything in the deck that we can use for next turn. And I'd probably, since we already have Galaxy 0, I'd probably just grab... You know what? I don't even know what I'd grab. I don't even know what I'd grab. Maybe a Galaxy Trance, just because if all goes wrong, we have a way to sort of come back next turn. That's why this card is so strong. But with this field, I would say it's pretty hard for any deck to play through. We have 3 negations, a disruption, and 2 cards, I should say, to work with next turn, and we're hypothetically drawing a Monster Reborn, which is really strong. As you see, this deck's very good. Has a lot of potential. If you're looking for a fun deck to pick up that you've never played before, relatively cheap. The only thing that's really expensive in the main deck, I would say, is your boy Soldier, your Expedition. Orbital is kind of pricey too. I think it's like 12 a copy, 10 a copy, 13, and I think Wizard's like 20, which makes no sense. It's not that great. I only play 1. You arguably don't need to play it. You could cut this for Cleric if you're trying to save a little extra money. But these are really the only pricey cards in the deck. Everything else is pretty cheap. I would be like Common Valors, Soul Flare, and number 90 are all pretty cheap. Infinity's cheap. The only thing that I think might be Boral Sword. You don't have to play this card. You could play Boral Load, and obviously that got reprinted. I don't know. This got reprinted as well. This is cheap. I don't know. I think it's relatively budget friendly. Obviously, everyone's budget's a bit different, but I think overall, in the grand scheme of things, when you compare it to a deck like Thunder Dragon, it's absurd price. This isn't, you know, anything near that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And again, if you want to pick up some of these really awesome effect sleeves, these are their new sleeves called Sandstorm. Hope you can see that effect pretty well. They also have a new effect called Galaxy, which I actually did a small giveaway a couple days ago in my Discord. So if you're not in my Discord, I'd join that so you can be a part of future giveaways. Links in the description. Gave away a set of those new Galaxy sleeves. Yeah, the winner actually chose the Galaxy sleeves, and on my brother's deck, I got a pair of Galaxy sleeves as well, which I'll be doing that Fluffle deck profile, which is what those sleeves are on, is a new Fluffle deck, and we'll be doing that profile very soon. And this mat, obviously, their Millennium playmat. You can check it out on their website, link in the description. You can use that code again if you'd like. You want to save a little money. If you're thinking about purchasing anything, again, it supports me, helps you guys save a little bit of money in the process. 10% off, not too bad. Better than a sharp stick in the eye, if you ask me. But yeah, check out the links in the description. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a great day. And as always, Winter Kill signing out. We'll see you in the next one.